These are the Nusa Islands and they're only 30 minutes away from Bali. Here you can find an incredible beach at the bottom of a gigantic cliff. You'll also experience amazing nature that you've never seen anywhere else in Bali. In this video, we'll take you across to explore the 3 Nusa Islands. This is a trip you don't want to miss when you visit Bali. Good morning from Sanur Port. We've made our way here this morning because we're heading across to the Nusa Islands for 3 days. We also needed to leave our motorbike here because it's not possible to take your motorbike across on the boat to Nusa Lembongan, and it was 10,000 Indonesian rupiah a day to leave the motorbike there. So we come back on Thursday. Okay. Yeah. And then when we get across to the island, we'll rent another motorbike and we're going to take you around the island, do a bit of exploring and see what's there. The Nusa Islands are located on the east side of Bali. There are 3 islands: Nusa Lembongan, Nusa Ceningan and Nusa Penida. These islands are really close to each other and you can cross by motorbike from one island to another, or you can take a boat ride which only takes 10 minutes. To get to the Nusa Islands, you can catch a speedboat from one of the many boat operators at Sanur Port. You can book the ticket through a tour agent in the area you're staying in, or you can book the ticket online with One2Go Asia. And you can also buy the ticket at Sanur Port, and there's no difference in price. Thanks for your help. We've booked a ticket with a ferry company called Dream Beach Express, and that was 175,000 Indonesian rupiah. Yes, we have. Yes.
Okay, because our boat at 11, if you want to go somewhere, just coming back here 15 minutes before.
Oh, just here?
I just coming back.
Perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And here we are in Nusa Lembongan. As soon as we arrived, there were a few guys on the beach offering to rent us a motorbike. We paid 70,000 Indonesian rupiah per day. We then got checked into our hotel. In this video, we won't give you a room tour because at the end of our Bali trip, we're going to put together a video which shows you all of the hotels we stayed at during our stay. If you head across to the Nusa Islands for diving, I recommend staying a little bit longer. But if you go across just for sightseeing, I would recommend staying on the island for 3 days. 2 days around Nusa Lembongan and Ceningan, and another full day in Nusa Penida. There are many choices with hotels on the island. If it's your first time visiting, Lembongan Island is probably the best choice. There's a lot of restaurants for you to choose from, and all of the restaurants are actually within walking distance. If you prefer a convenient life, there are 2 areas for you to choose. The first area is next to Mushroom Bay Pier. Here you'll find a white sandy beach and calm blue water. If you like swimming, this area is a really good choice. The second option is the area around Jungat Batu Beach. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? This area gives you similar to Mushroom Beach, but the beach is a little bit rockier. We chose the area next to the pier, which is about a 5-minute walk to our hotel, and most of the shops, cafes and restaurants are located on these 2 beaches. Okay, so the first thing on today's agenda, we're out beach spotting, and we've came around to the west coast of the island. It doesn't seem very big. It only took us about 10 minutes to drive around here on the motorbike. And we've stopped at a beach which is called Jungut Batu Beach. First impressions, it's beautiful. The sand is really, really smooth and the water is turquoise, but we just went in the water before for a swim, and I don't think it's the best beach for swimming because it is quite rocky. Gorgeous if you want to go for a long walk along the beach, but we're going to jump on the motorbike and we're going to go and hunt for another beach because we want to get in the water and go for a swim. And I don't think this is the ideal beach for that. We've managed to find another beach in Nusa Lembongan, and look at this, it is absolutely stunning. This is Dream Beach and this is in the southwest, and this is probably a bit of a better place for swimming, but it is still quite rocky. But if you head into the centre of the beach, it's not as rocky there. Once you're finished here, there's also another wonderful spot to head to which is called Devil's Tears. Here you'll find giant waves crashing against the rocks and then shooting the water back out. And the best thing is it's free, but be warned, please don't stand too close to the edge. If you stand in the right spot at the right angle, you might just see a rainbow when the sea comes back out from the rock. Finish your first day off by heading to a bar restaurant called Cloudland for a cocktail and a gorgeous sunset. On our second day, we headed to the Yellow Bridge to grab a boat ticket for 50,000 Indonesian rupiah to take us across to Nusa Penida for the day. And we didn't need to wait, there's no timetable, you just get on the boat and go across as soon as there's enough people to go across there. Nusa Penida is the biggest island, and to get to the spots on Nusa Penida Island, you need to travel, and it takes about 30 minutes, for example, to get from the Cliff Beach to Broken Beach. Oh, that's really easy. Once you arrive in Nusa Penida, you don't have to worry about transport because you can pick up a motorbike and rent that for the day for 100,000 Indonesian rupiah. If you don't want to ride a motorbike, you can hire a car with a driver, and you can either book that there or you can book it in advance from Nusa Lembongan.
Already guess. Guess already. No? Guess more up. Yeah. Guess already booked.
The main road in Nusa Penida is quite easy to drive. It is quite narrow, similar to Bali, and there are some parts where you need to be careful when you're driving because it's a gravel road. The first stop in Nusa Penida is Kelingking Beach, and it takes about 30 minutes from where the boat drops you off in Nusa Penida to drive around there. Now, there's a couple of options available.
Dude, look at this. You see this?
Yeah, he's with a friend.
The first one is just to stay at the top and take a picture of the incredible scene beneath you. And you can get to see the T-Rex shaped rock and the beach, and the water here is absolutely gorgeous. I've never seen water as beautiful and as blue as this before. For me, this beach is definitely at the top of the beaches that I've ever seen in my life. The second option takes a little bit more effort. Actually, it takes a lot of effort if you want to go down to the beach. So I put on my stopwatch and it took about 40 minutes to walk down there. It's steep, and it can be slippy. Make sure you wear the right footwear. Wearing flip-flops would be a bad idea. I wouldn't recommend that. Once you've made it down to the beach, stop, grab a breath, have a look around at this beauty, and I'm sure you'll think, wow, that was definitely worth the effort. If you want to go for a swim, be careful because the waves are really, really strong. And then on the way up, took about half an hour getting back up, and it was a challenge. It was definitely a big workout. I did even notice some people who were walking down and they got halfway down and they changed their mind and decided not to carry on and go back up.
We got blown over by a big wave.
And for us, spending an hour to an hour and a half walking up and down was tiring and exhausting, but honestly it was well worth it because this beach is spectacular, absolutely beautiful.
Did you get it?
One more. What? Again.
There's also two other spots in Nusa Penida that we managed to visit. The first one is called Angel's Billabong. This is a natural pool that's embedded in the cliff. You can climb down and have a swim in the pool during low tide, but please don't try to climb down during high tide because we've heard it can be very dangerous. And just a short walk from here, you can find Broken Beach. It got its name because a part of the cliff collapsed, forming an arch that borders the sea. This is a great spot to stop and take a selfie, but be careful and don't get too close to the edge because there have been accidents. It's 3 p.m. and we need to head back to the pier. This is just a few of the incredible things you can see when you're across in Nusa Penida. Because we were only there for one day, we didn't manage to see everything. A few other examples of what you can see are Crystal Bay, Diamond Beach, Atta Beach, Thousand Islands Viewpoint, and the Treehouse. If you want to visit everything, you have to stay for at least 2 days. Another option you can take is booking a day trip with a tour company that's divided into 2 parts, east and west, and each tour takes about 8 hours and costs about 800,000 Indonesian rupiah. If you're not spending the night in Nusa Penida, you'll need to make your way back to the pier. The last boat from Nusa Penida across to Nusa Lembongan is at 5 p.m. We got back there and got on the boat at about 4 o'clock just to be on the safe side. On day 3, you can head across to Nusa Ceningan. This is really easy. There's a large yellow bridge that connects Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Ceningan. You can walk across there, or if you've got a motorbike, you can ride across.
Oh, scary me.
Once you're over the bridge, you can make your way around to Blue Lagoon. This is a large cove with a panoramic view, and there's a high possibility that you'll have this whole place to yourself. Then, if you're feeling adventurous, you can head to Mahana Point Cliff Jump. This is a great little restaurant and it's got amazing views, and there's activities available such as renting a surfboard, or if you want a little bit of an adrenaline rush, you can actually jump off and jump into the sea. I think we'll give that one a miss. And that's the end of our time in the Nusa Islands. If you want to see a little bit more of Bali, come back for our next video where we'll be heading to Ubud for a change of scenery. Instead of beaches, we'll take you to see the rice terraces and the waterfalls. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.